Hi, welcome back to the blind LP of Ace Attorney Investigations 2 Prosecutor's Path. We are now about to hear what's his name, Sebastian, the best reasons as to why they suspect K and try to stop him from taking away K if possible. So let's begin. I'm sure it's possible. Come on. Alright. I am the best in the world. No one else can do what I do. Yes, that's why I was the first to realize that Kay Faraday is the culprit. She broke into the meeting room in order to steal something. In other words, she is the only one who could have killed Miss Crane. His logic's as awful as ever, sir. I agree. Harsh words coming from you, detective. Oh, whoa. I asked for some basis to your claims, yet your reasoning has told me absolutely nothing. Indeed. However, we have no evidence to prove that she didn't do it either. Don't worry, Kay. I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth will pull off a miracle. I'm still wondering why they couldn't recognize her off the bat. You think my deductions are some kind of miracle work? You'd better not disappoint me. Understand, Miles Edgeworth? Because if you do, the whip is waiting for you. This whip of mine won't stay silent. Okay. I would rather you whip the best. Alright, let's press on that. Already, I've noticed 2 contradictions in your testimony. My reasoning is flawless. It doesn't contain even a single contradiction. The number of contradictions has just increased to 3. Oh, I get it. This is all part of your plan to mislead me, isn't it? Well, too bad, because the best will not be led astray. Okay. If you believe K is the culprit, then I would like to hear the basis for your reasoning. Just sit back and be in awe of my brilliant deductions. Nothing escapes the watchful eye of the best. Before I had even laid eyes on the crime scene, no, before I was even aware of this case. Yes, I knew she was the culprit. Yeah. Good job. Well done, Franziska. Keep it going. Basis of your reasoning. Yes, madam. Well, she whipped his cheek. She broke into the meeting room in order to steal something. I mean, like what? To steal something. Steal what, exactly? That's... You have no proof of what she's stealing? What Kay Faraday tried to steal was a file. You have proof of that. Its contents, to be exact, an investigation report regarding Prosecutor Edgeworth. Do you have any evidence to prove she needed something like that? I'm not the one who needs to present evidence. Yes, you do. Isn't that right, Prosecutor Edgeworth? No? Yes, I suppose that may be true. What? At any rate, Sebastian, please continue your reasoning. This is really not much to go by. Do you have any evidence to prove that no one else but Kay could have committed the crime? Nope. Good job. Well done. Sebastian, let me tell you what would be the best thing for you to do. Look into any other possible suspects besides Kay. Right now, post haste. The best thing for me to do? Look into any other possible suspects. Go. Yeah, sure. No. Oh, well. According to the preliminary reports, there were no traces of anyone else besides her. Even so, isn't it too premature to declare that she is the culprit? Yeah. Declaring that she isn't so early into the investigation is a little premature as well, is it not? Okay. If only I had evidence that could prove Kay's innocence. Good grief. There is a limit to how much you can falsely accuse someone. It's fine, Miss Edgeworth. You don't have to. Fear not, Kay. The truth will be revealed soon enough. Miss Edgeworth? Kay couldn't have murdered Miss Cream. If I can just prove that, she'll be cleared of suspicion. I mean, like, well, do I present something? The best in the world, no one else can do what I do, indeed. Yeah, no one can be you. So, do I contradict this statement? Haha. First, to realize that Kay Faraday is the culprit. She broke into the meeting room in order to steal something. Do I have any evidence that contradicts that? Meaning that she broke into the meeting room to steal something. But was in the victim's possession? No. I guess not. Matches chest wounds. I mean, letter. Dear Kay, I promise that I'll get it back for you, your most precious memory. Maybe I could use this to contradict that, saying that Jill invited her in so that she did not need to break into the room. So if I could just present this, I hope, I guess not. Mr. DeBest, there is a contradiction in your statement. Is that true, Justin? It is not, Sebastian. Oh man. Okay, let's move on. Of course, there's no way there could be a contradiction in my argument. My real problem is her rather than Mr. DeBest. Alright. She broke into the meeting room. She's the only one who could have killed Miss Crane. So maybe if I contradicted that... Wait, hang on. So instead of contradicting this, then I contradict this. She's the only one who could have killed Miss Crane. So if I could prove that someone else exists in the room... Well, this isn't it. I mean, but this is for the viewing platform, so no. Was torn off from the victim's clothes. PIC meeting room. Guess not. Oh, but she was pushed off the roof. But I don't know how that helps. Oh, hang on, let's read this. The victim's body was discovered in the PIC meeting room between late last night and midnight. The cause of death was stab wounds to the left chest with a candy, whatever. Head wound was post-mortem. Burn mark on victim's hand. She has a burn mark there? Okay. How do I prove that someone else could kill her? Help? The jamming ninja? I mean, I am not sure. This is not going very well today for me. I was sick last week, but I should have recovered, but my brain is not working. So someone walked towards her from behind this tent. I mean, maybe I could say that she is not in a condition to kill. I mean, what time? Okay, what time did she get pushed off? Was it ever said? Was it ever said? No. See, she was injured between late last night and midnight. What time did Kay get pushed off? I'm sorry. That does not help. No, maybe I could prove that she didn't have a reason to kill her, but before that I'll save. Okay, she's the only one that killed. She broke into the meeting room to steal something. Can I contradict this? I guess not. First, to realize that Kay Faraday is a culprit. Broke into the meeting room to steal something. The rose? The flower? I don't know. That's the only thing that was on her. Why would she do that? She's the only one who could have killed Miss Crane. No, because she needed something from Miss Crane, right? Okay, if this doesn't work, I'll try the flower. Guess not. Let's speed it up. Mr. DeBest, what do you think about this piece of evidence? Why are you asking for my opinion? Don't you see? This evidence contradicts your judgment. If only I could just tell them what I think. But I guess this is not where I have to present it. So the only thing that I could think of is the flower. I mean like... Oh my god. Fine. I don't know. Oh my goodness! This is terrible. Okay, we'll try the card. Nope. Okay. Why not we try the card on the other side? Okay. How about the other side? Yeah? Okay. Are you kidding me? Okay. What? Why? Because no, I don't get it. I can't think of a reason for this. It certainly sounds like you are quite familiar with this room. I took like, what, 15 minutes to get this? The best man for the job should know all about the best places. Unfortunately, it seems that you are not the best man for the job. Are you mocking me? That's for you to decide. You didn't even know about this key card, did you? He didn't? Of course I know about that. You needed to enter this room. What did I forget about the card? Huh? Was it really needed? This foolish fool simply doesn't know when to give up. Yes! Sebastian, do you really suspect Kay? That's right. She's the only one who could have done it. Well then, allow me to ask you. Since this room can only be entered by using a key card, how did she enter the room without one? That's a good point. I would have said she broke through the windows. But I guess not. I mean, she could break down the door, but I guess it's not broken. Why didn't I think of that? Well, she probably used this and that and... Oh, did you pull a muscle? Allow me to explain then. The door could only be opened by members of the PIC, which means that the killer is a PIC or she is her card. Yes, that's correct. She conceded so easily? Take a look at this. It's a record of this room that I investigated just a while ago. So she entered it after midnight? Excuse me. No, hang on. But there's someone else who entered the room at 10:15. At 12:52 AM, the door was opened using Miss Crane's keycard. Right. Which is weird because she was killed before midnight, or at least midnight at the most. I've been looking at that a pretty long time, so it's probable that the killer entered the room together with the victim. I found a contradiction. After entering the situation must have soured, leading to the murder. Nope. Your logic holds, but it is still merely conjecture. Give it to me. And it would imply that the killer and the victim were acquainted. Oh, she's gonna bring up the letter. No way, pal. Kay doesn't even know the victim. She's gonna bring up the letter. That is merely an assumption on your part, unless you have any evidence to prove your claim. Evidence is everything in a court and at a crime scene. Without it, your argument is invalid. In that case, I trust that you have evidence to prove that Kay Faraday and the victim were connected. Uh-oh. Don't do it, don't do it. Of course. What? I mean, like, aren't you holding the evidence? This letter was discovered by Dr. Young in Miss Crane's breast pocket. The victim's belongings? Why did she withhold such vital evidence until now? Could it be she was waiting for the perfect time to reveal it? Come to think of it. And the candelabra dealt a fatal blow. Estimated time of death is late last night. What is it, Justin? Well, I do appreciate your enthusiasm. Perhaps you should give your tongue a rest. You might pull a muscle. I might pull your tongue out for you. I'll read it for you. To Miss Crane, thank you so much for helping me with my plan. I'm glad that we can help each other get what we want. It's like killing two birds with one stone. Please get revenge for 12 years ago. Kay. In other words, Kay Faraday and Miss Crane were accomplices. They probably planned to steal something from this room. Preposterous. Wait, that means the culprit is... It's still Kay Faraday, of course. It just means her crimes have increased by yet one more. Before that, can I just present my contradiction to one of your statements? I'm the main culprit? Don't believe her, Kay. It's all a bunch of nonsense. There's no way Kay would do something like that. Nonsense? Not at all. The evidence speaks for itself, wouldn't you agree? I knew they wouldn't suspect Kay unless they had some sort of proof, but to think they would actually have such decisive evidence. Nope. Nicely done, Justin. Thank you very much, my brother. It is just going to keep going on until they confirm to me whether she's really his sibling or not. Your explanation is still insufficient. I cannot accept such an argument. Sebastian, would you please leave this to me? Alright, make sure you shut Miss Ajov up once and for all. I can't allow their allegations to gain any more momentum. I must turn it around here. I know where to turn it around. I don't even have to press if the statement is there. Okay, the relationship between Kay Faraday and Miss Crane is as documented in the letter. She roped Miss Crane into assisting her with her plan. However, for some reason their partnership broke down. Miss Crane was murdered, but with a dying breath she managed to retaliate. Her parting gift is this letter, which she tucked safely away in her left breast pocket. Actually, it's not the... I guess it's not the time of death. I saw another contradiction. Her testimony is even better than ever. Maybe the most perfect it's ever been, so... No. I saw this one after taking 15 minutes to solve the previous one. This one's easy. Are you going to be alright, Mr. Wolf? Yes, of course. I saw it straight away. How unsightly, Mouse Wolf. Save your stoic egg for some other time. Miss Von Karma, just whose side are you on? I'm on nobody's side, Scruffy. When searching for the truth, it's best not to take sides. Truth? Watch what you say, Miss Von Karma. What else Mr. DeBez is gonna... Best, you say? Well, I can tell you that the side I'm on is always a bit hard. How irritating. Well, I suppose that's one thing we can agree on. Indeed, I agree too. I know where to contradict it. Here we go, but I'll just press on it just in case. We searched the victim's left breast pocket as well, but you found nothing, I presume? Naturally, the officer who found the letter immediately brought it to the best man on the scene. The letter was safely tucked away in her left breast pocket, right above her heart, I mean. I believe this letter carries Miss Crane's will for the criminal to be arrested. I have no interest in your beliefs. What I'm interested in is the truth. You said that the letter was in the left breast pocket of the victim. Correct? I know where this is going. I swear by the goddess of law, there are no lies or mistakes in my statement. The letter was indeed discovered inside the victim's left breast pocket. Well then, the victim had been stabbed in the left chest area where the letter was hidden. You didn't need to hint me on that. I already knew where it was going. Edgeworth. Yep. But unless I can draw out more information here, that taunt means nothing. You wanted me to press for more details? I mean, I could, but I mean, yeah, okay, fine. I'll press on that one. For some reason, you say, oops, I missed that. I'm sure the reason will become clear upon further investigation. But more importantly, there is no evidence to prove that Kay Faraday did not commit this crime. Okay. Well, there is some evidence to suggest that she committed a crime. None of it can truly be called decisive evidence. What about the letter that shows their complicity at the scene of the crime? I think it is fair to say that we cannot decisively rule out the possibility that she committed the crime. Nope, I'm just gonna present like so. We could. I think the best would be to. Why is it? Oh, okay. Either the candelabra or this. I mean, like. Well, I guess we would have to go with this, right? There you go. The victim held on to the truth until her dying breath. A truly touching story indeed. The voices of the dead are soft. One must listen carefully to hear their dying wishes. And Miss Crane has spoken. Kay Faraday is the true culprit. Is the culprit. Perhaps the voices you have been hearing are actually the whispers of the devil. Hey, don't make fun of Justin! Let's listen to the voice of reason. Judge Courtney, please take a look at the autopsy report. There is no need. I remember it perfectly. The victim was stabbed in the left breast. No, it can't be. The letter was found in the victim's left breast pocket. And that's where the victim was stabbed with the candelabra, right, sir? Precisely. It wouldn't have been possible to stab her there without piercing the letter as well. So that begs the question, why was the letter found in the victim's pocket? It's simple. It was placed there after the victim was murdered to throw suspicion onto Kay. Somebody intentionally wanted to create this very situation. In other words, there exists the possibility that the letter was forged by the true culprit. No! Sorry, I was joking. The real murderer tried to pin the crime on Kay. That is the only explanation for the letter. And in doing so, the murderer ended up digging their own grave, right, sir? The culprit is Kay Faraday. The letter was... it was actually found in the victim's other pocket. No. What are you saying, Paul? The officer's report was wrong when he said the letter was in her left pocket. It's actually in the... Yep. A foolish fool who continues to make a fool of himself. Is there no cure for your foolishness? Why do you keep whipping me? You keep calling me a fool. I save you the trouble of punishing him yourself. Indeed, though I had no intention of punishing him. The letter is stained with blood. no doubt because it was found in the left breast pocket. There couldn't have been an error in the officer's report, unless you were the investigator. Say something, Justin. She can't go against that. I see you have no objections. Then, allow me to continue. There is one more potential suspect in this case. There is? I mean, like, there's Jill, there's Kay, there's the victim, and there is Dr. Young. No? Don't be ridiculous. The killer entered this very room. There wasn't anyone else who did that besides Kay, Faraday, and the victim. To enter the meeting room, one needs a key card, and their reasoning assumes that the murderer and the victim entered the room together. This is what we overlooked. If we just discard that assumption, then... This evidence reveals the other suspect besides Kay. I did not save. I should have seen that coming. No, I know. The person with the key card. That's right. You see that? I mean, like, there's one more person there. So, this is the keycard record Judge Courtney handed to me earlier. The victim's keycard was used at 12:52 a.m. and there was one more person who also used the keycard. So you're saying this person was waiting to ambush the victim inside the meeting room? The keycard was used at 10:15 p.m. I wouldn't say it's impossible. Okay. No, it's impossible. And what makes you say that, Paul? You got any proof? Of course I do. I myself am that proof. Is it yours? I was the one who used that keycard after all. Well then, you are now a suspect. Congratulations. Is there something strange about a PIC member entering the PIC meeting room? That proves nothing. The fact that you were in here at all makes you a suspect. Or do you perhaps have any evidence that you didn't kill your colleague? Such nonsense. What would I gain by murdering her? Is something only the murderer will know. Allow me to reiterate what you said earlier. I'm sure it will all become clear upon further investigation. Why would I, a faithful servant of the law, commit a crime? That's something only the murderer will know. True enough, I entered this room. However, that alone is not reason enough to suspect me of a crime. If that's the case, please tell me why you entered this room. I had some business to take care of and some preparations had to be made. Preparations? That sounds pretty suspicious, pal. Unfortunately, I cannot disclose what these preparations were. However, I'm sure you could hazard a guess, Prosecutor Ashworth. It's about him. So she was preparing for my hearing. She must have gathered all the necessary materials to take away my prosecutor's badge. Wonderful, wonderful. Who? I mean, like, who could it be at this point? I don't know. It's good to see young people go head to head so ruthlessly. Who is that? I don't know. Who is that? Like, I mean, you have a nice jacket, but you don't look like anyone I know. That takes me back. When I was young, I'd always butt heads with this brash detective. And then one day he just disappeared. I hope he's still doing well. Ah, here comes the waterworks. Well, okay. Yeah, that's a familiar name. Sherman the Best. Did she just say the best? Hello, Courtney. You sure are full of energy today. And if it isn't little Von Karma, look how much you've grown since I last saw you. Sir, it has been quite a while. I could see. You don't have to treat me like some sort of a stranger, you know. Remember back in the old days when you'd sit on my lap and call me Unky Boo Boo? What? Here I go again. Oh, how I cried back then. Pops, what are you doing here? A member of the PIC was killed and I heard that you were in charge of the case. I was worried you would mess it up, so I came. What kind of prosecutor is followed around by his own father? Hold your tongue. Do you have any idea who this man is? Chairman of the PIC, former chief prosecutor. He's the right hand of the goddess of the law. No, Courtney. I'm just an old chunk of gold. There's no reason to speak so highly of me. You're the killer. You look like a killer. Yeah. Please excuse my subordinate's behavior. I am Prosecutor H.O.F., isn't it? Along with his trusty sidekick, Dick Gumshoe. I'm Blaze the Best. Okay, I'm the proud father of that idiot over there. Okay, at least I acknowledge that. When the boy was born, me and the missus were as happy as can be, you see. But now I don't even know where she's gone to. Excuse me? Pops, you need a handkerchief. Oh yes, Sebastian is an idiot, but he's such a good boy, you know. But he's an idiot. Quite the doting father and son. Now then, Courtney, how's the investigation going? Sir, well, I guess you're not his sister then. But you are taking care of Sebastian because of his father? But you still think he's a bit of an idiot, don't you? Maybe. Sir, we've established that the culprit is Kay Faraday. I'm not totally discounting that she's his sister who maybe got married or something. We are currently focusing our efforts. There are too many uncertainties in this case. It's impossible to determine that she's the culprit. Surely you haven't forgotten the matter of the letter. I already told you it was just a simple mistake. The letter was in another pocket. You talk too much. No, that's awfully nice. Everyone just calm down. I'm sorry that you had to witness such an unsightly scene, Mr. Chairman. Not that I'd stopped it. Don't apologize, Courtney. I can follow everyone's logic. Except Sebastian's, that is. Hey, Pops. Chairman the Best, I am a prosecutor. My duty is to bring criminals to justice. However, I won't make someone out to be a criminal without sufficient motive and evidence. I've heard about you and your relationship with the suspect, you know. To say share such a strong bond. Cause this is the police and arresting criminals calmness time spell. There are too many facets of this case that remain unexplored. I mean, like, if you look at his shirt, it looks like he works out, but I could be wrong. I see. The bonds of youth are a wonderful thing indeed. I mean, like, look at that. How does the handkerchief just burn up like that if it's wet? Did he like cry tears of oil? But that isn't that, and this is this, you know? What's that supposed to mean? The prosecutor's office needs to resolve this case as quickly as possible. I mean, just think of all the other cases that are piling up. There's no time to waste here. It's unfortunate, but you understand, right, Edgeworth? Yeah, he looks like a villain. What? No, then, K. Faraday. I'd like to arrest you now. No? Okay. No, I won't let you. K's innocence, pal. You be careful, Gumshoe. You might get in trouble. To defy Chairman the Best is to defy the law. It would be a grave act of disloyalty. In other words, a hearing wouldn't be needed. Are you prepared to lose your prosecutor's badge? I mean, like, Gumshoe does not really have a prosecutor's badge. Mr. Schwab's badge? You can't do that. Using a prosecutor's badge as a shield? What has the PIC come to? Kay, you haven't done anything wrong. Mr. Edgeworth, it was only for a short time, but thank you for everything. I'm sorry. I turned out to be a criminal. I mean, like, well, you are a great thief who hasn't done anything wrong. We will make sure to impart your confession to the goddess of law. Excuse me. What should I do? When I was young, I wanted to become a defense attorney like my father. Okay, we're having some flashbacks. Someone who can fight to save those in need. And right now, this badge is holding me back. A mere badge for the life of a dear friend. I don't even have to consider it. Okay. Do it, Edgeworth. Alright. Farewell, Mr. Edgeworth.
Hold it!
Hold it. Hold it right there, Judge Courtney. What is it now, Prosecutor Edgeworth? Yeah. Aha. This is your prosecutor's badge. Prosecutor Edgeworth, what is the meaning of this? I mean, I could always become a defense attorney in place of this. Consider this my resignation. I am no longer a prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth? What are you doing? Explain yourself, Miles Edgeworth. You can't be serious. Mr. Edgeworth, you're joking, right? If you want a prosecutor, then My only mission is to bring the truth to light. If it's the prosecutor's path to turn a blind eye to the truth, then the title is worth nothing to me. I will walk in the path that I believe in. I'll not be stopped here. You're running away from divine karma? From me? No matter what you say, I don't intend to go back on my decision. So you're leaving me behind again? I'll never forgive you for this. No, this is all my fault. Oh, don't run away. I'm sorry. If only I weren't here. Wait, Kay, don't run. Oh my goodness. Detective Gumshoe, don't follow me. But, Mr. Edgeworth, boss. I'm not your boss anymore, Detective. This is too much, sir. It's always been you and me. We've always been a team. Detective Gumshoe, you no longer need to follow my lead. You should try to accomplish whatever you can on your end. Okay, alright. This is bad. We just let a dangerous criminal escape. How could I let her get away? And after all my hard work, you see. Rest assured, Mr. Chairman. This area will be locked down immediately. Okay. Man. Good, I expect the best from you, Courtney. To be continued. That was intense. Well, I guess we will stop here and we'll find out what happens to Kay as she runs off in the next episode. Will we get locked? Will we get trapped in the lockdown or will we escape that lockdown? I don't know. But I'm most interested to find out. So until then, thank you for watching and goodbye.